So Joe, I wanted to talk to you and hear how have you felt since we started to where you are now,
Okay.
and kind of like share the things that you weren't able to do with such ease before compared to how you're doing now. I know we're still in treatments,
Right.
but I wanted to hear.
Okay. Well, I came to you because of my neuropathy, in my feet and hands and legs. And as a result of the treatment, let's go back. Beforehand, I had trouble walking for any extent, you know, just because my feet were so painful. And same thing with my hands. My hands, you know, are painful most of the time. They're a lot better. But my feet have really improved since the treatments because, I can walk. My wife and I will go out to different craft shows and art shows, things like that. I can walk all around there now and not have any problem. Before, I used to have to sit down and take a break every few minutes just because it hurt, or fatigued me a lot too. That's not 100% gone, but it's a lot better. I'm probably about 70 or 80% better than what I was in my feet and my legs before I came here. My hands, we're still working on my hands, and that's getting better. My hands and arms are getting better. I had some aches and pains there that you fixed, and and they've gone away, which has been nice. In my elbow and this and that. It's been good. So yeah, it's definitely a help.
What about the strength? Because that was another thing that was going on with the strength. How
This
is that?
I noticed, especially this weekend. I really noticed that the more I work with my hands, the more I'm realizing how much better it is. So that is definitely helping. The hands seem to be a little bit lingering more than the feet. The feet are, right where I want them to be. They can only get better,
Mm-hmm.
Or my hands, we're getting there.
We
I
got
mean,
some more work.
yeah, we get some more work, but I mean, you're doing it with the treatment on my hands and my forearms and that. I mean, it's relieving the tension in the muscles, and that's really helping.
Nice, very nice. And so, what about, can you share with me like what your thoughts were maybe before starting this treatment? Did you like think like how is this gonna work? Like using just those needles, like
Well,
how would we be able to get to where you are right now? Like, can you share with me what
I
went through
didn't
your
really have any
mind or
negative.
anything like
I
that?
didn't have any negative thoughts before I started. It was obviously I had a lot of questions, and I was hoping they get answered, and they have. Um, I would recommend. I mean, I've tried everything. I've been diabetic since 2007, and that's when my neuropathy started about halfway between now and then, and I was willing to try anything. I mean, I had pain meds. Different. Everybody's got a cream or a lotion that supposedly works. And there's other things that out on the market, that people are taking every day, and they just don't work. And I'm a testament to that because I mean I've tried it all. I wouldn't say I was desperate, but it was a quality of life issue for me. I couldn't do the things I used to be able to do.
And you're so active, and I know
Yeah.
you like to work on your car. You
Oh
like
yeah.
to go to the
Yeah.
art shows and craft
Yeah.
shows
And
and
that, and
all
I'm
of those
shooting
things.
competitions
Yes.
and I'm outdoors and things like that, and that's really helped me there. Standing on my feet because you stand on your feet a lot, and when you're in pain, you don't want to stand on your feet. At least now, because Saturday we went to Coco to our show,
You
and
did.
3.5 hours I walked and never stopped. And I was like, man, this is great. I couldn't have done that, a couple months ago.
Amazing.
It just didn't happen because we've been there before, and I look for the benches. But yeah, it's a lot better now. I have to say, and I hope it continues to keep getting better. And it's definitely a quality of life issue because when you're in pain, it ruins everything. Your mood, your outlook, different things like that. It just when you wake up in the morning, you step up on your feet, and you're in pain already.
Feel it all
It's like
over again.
it's hard to deal with sometimes, and it can get to you physically and mentally. And it's just people should try whatever they can, and if it doesn't work, acupuncture would work for me. So
Well, hopefully, and this is what I like to hear, because we talk every time that you come in, right? Like we have these conversations, but being able to share this and like from your perspective and from your journey, it really helps to other people that are like, how does it even work? Does acupuncture really works, you know? And so hearing your like all the things that you're able to do now and how your life used to be before really can help people find out that there is an opportunity to heal. And what I love about acupuncture and when I start with my patients is that we're a team in this, right? Like you show up for your appointments all the time and we're working towards that particular goal. And it's your body's own ability to heal that gets you here. Of course, like my expertise of being able to get to those exact points and like all the things that we do when you're here, but ultimately is your body's ability to heal, because we have that within us. It's just that if there is something like diabetes, it's a systemic condition that is there, it's inflammation, it affects the nerves, and if we just like let it go, it just gets really worse, because that's just the progress of the disease. But if we are able to slow it down and help the body and provide the body with the support of circulation and being able to work with the underlying inflammation, then that's where the magic happens. And it's like magic, because like you're here, you show up, you're laying down, maybe you take a really good nap, and then with time we're able to see this progress. So
I think the base thing is people are afraid of change. They need to change. The way I look at it, I've worked all my life and I'm retired now. I want to enjoy it. I don't want to be laying in bed or on the couch because I can't get up and walk around.
You work so hard to just like.
And people are. I think the one thing that people don't realize is they think needles hurt. They don't. I mean, you stuck them in every one of my toes and everything, and they do not hurt.
And those are intense. Like out of we have points, because there's points that are gonna be more intense than others. Those are intense compared to other points. And like even though you're like, it's a little uncomfortable at the beginning, I'm not gonna say no, but then while you're here, it's a no-brainer not to try it, because I mean they don't hurt. I mean, sure, I'm a big guy, and they don't hurt me at all, and you know, so I don't have a problem with it. I mean, it's like that shouldn't be a reason. Why that shouldn't be a reason not to try it. I mean, because everybody should at least try it. If you're in that pain and you've tried everything like I have, why not? What do you got to lose? That's just one more thing that might have worked or might not have worked, but you don't know until you try it. Sure, everybody's different, but like I said, I was willing. I mean, I remember the day I called you from Ocala. I was driving. I said, I need to come see you. I think that you're driving from a crash Jacksonville. We were up. Oh no, you were Mayo Clinic in Jacksonville, driving to an art show in Ocala, and I called you on a Friday, and you got me here on a Tuesday, and you know the rest is history. Here we are. Thank you, Joe, for sharing your experience with us. No problem.